With so many great car review channels out there, it can be difficult to know which one to watch, and they're great for showing you the functions and features of all the different cars. But once you've got your car, how do you know how to use it? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Dave from Fish Brothers Skoda in Swindon, and I'm here to show you how to get the absolute very best out of your new Skoda. Today we're going to be looking at the all-new Skoda Kodiaq here in the Sportline trim with the plug-in hybrid engine and the graphite grey paint option. Press the unlock button to unlock the door. You'll see the indicators flash and the mirrors will unfold. Press and hold the unlock button and you'll see the windows go down, as long as you keep the button held down. Press the lock button to lock the car. Mirrors will fold in automatically. Press and hold the lock button and that will wind your windows back up. You've also got keyless entry. Put your hand behind the handle to unlock and against the indent on the back to lock. And if you press and hold against the back of the handle, that will wind your windows up as well. Inside the driver's door card, you'll see your Skoda umbrella tucked away in there. And for the plug-in hybrids, to open the fuel cap, you'll need to press the button here. You'll hear a chime come from the dash, and after a few seconds, your fuel cap will pop open. On the petrols and the diesels, you don't have to do that. You just press it on the back of the fuel cap. Inside here, when you take your fuel cap off, you can pop it in the little holder there to stop it from bashing around against your paint. You'll also find a handy ice scraper in here, which doubles up as a tyre gauge as well. To open the boot, you can either press the button underneath the O of Skoda, it's just to the left of the camera if you can feel it under there, or you can press and hold the boot button on the key and that will pop your boot open for you. Inside the boot, you've got your retractable blind. Just press down to have that slide back. Got your 12-volt socket on the side there. If you have this, give it a pull and it will fold your seat down. You also have handy hooks in the side which fold out to secure your shopping. The plug-in hybrid has the same size boot as the 7-seater when you put the rear seats down. On the 7-seater, you'll have room under here to put your parcel shelf, and with the plug-in hybrid, room for your charging cables. The plug-in hybrid, you'll see an extra bit of storage on the side here, down the side of the batteries, and on the right, you'll find your puncture repair kit and the wheel locking nut. In the passenger side, on the side of the glove box, you'll find your passenger airbag control. On the key, press the button on the side. That will allow you to pull out the physical key. You can just pop that in and give it a turn to turn the airbag on or off. Unique to the plug-in hybrid is the ability to charge your battery. With your car unlocked, press on here to open it up. You'll see a key on here and that reflects what's happening with the light just here. Pulsing green light means your car is charging. A flashing green light means that the car is on a timer, waiting for a cheaper rate of electricity, for example. A solid green light means it has finished charging, and a pulsing white light just means it's thinking. You have your standard home port charger there, and if you want to make use of the fast charge network, you can pull that cap off as well. You'll find the bonnet release catch in the driver's footwell, and then once the bonnet's popped, you can push the lever to the side and push the bonnet up. Over on the driver's side, you'll see your coolant and your brake fluid. You then got your engine oil. With some of the engines, you'll have a dipstick as well. With this one, it has an electronic dipstick. Unique to the plug-in hybrid, you've got coolant and then your high voltage equipment here. For the standard cars, you will have your 12-volt battery here. Windscreen wash, pop that open and flip that up, and you've got a funnel there to stop you from spilling any of your windscreen wash. And then again, unique to the plug-in hybrid battery, in the fuse box here, if you need to charge your 12-volt battery, if you've got a flat one, you've got your positive terminal here and your negative or earth terminal just there. To use the seat adjustment, push this forward to angle your backrest forwards or backwards. You've then got this one. If you push it forwards for forwards, back for back. If you use the rear half, you can raise or lower your seat. If you use the front half, You can angle the seat up or down. You've then got your lumbar support here. You can increase the pressure in your back, decrease the pressure in your back, raise it further up or down your back. Once you've got it set in the perfect position, press the set followed by the number of your choice. You'll hear a chime come from the dash and it will be saved in that position for you. And if anyone moves your seat, you just need to press that button to reset it into your position. To turn your ignition on, press the button on the side of the steering column with your foot on the brake. You'll hear either the engine start or on a plug-in hybrid, a chime come from the dash. Your light controls are just here. You've got your fog lights, poor weather lights and auto lights. If you press the fog lights, your rear fog lights will come on. Press it a second time to turn them off. Your poor weather lights, this will turn your rear lights on as well as your daytime running lights, handy for those days where there's a lot of spray on the road. And then press the auto button, it will cycle between auto, dipped beam, side lights and switched off. Find your handbrake down here as well, and then your boot release catch is there. Press that if you have an electric boot and it will open your boot. If you pull and hold it, it will close your boot. Then find the mirrors, your left and your right mirror can be adjusted using the joystick. You then have your heated mirror function and you can fold your mirrors. Electric windows front and rear, and then child locks for the rear windows. To control the virtual cockpit here, use the buttons on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Press the right button to switch between the different backgrounds. You've got your long term, and you can use the roller to see your since start and since refueling information. Press the right button again, and you've got your plug-in hybrid information there, battery charge as well. Again, to bring up the map, you can then use the roller to scroll in and scroll out. And then it comes to your assist systems, your front assist and adaptive cruise control. If you press the left button, it will change the roundels into squares and then make one of them disappear and back to this one. To change the information in each of the roundels, press the roller. You'll see this one is now selected. And you can use the roller to select different bits of information. Click to confirm. It then moves over to the left one and you can select the information that you would like to see in that one. Your assist systems can be accessed through the assist button here. You can see you've got your lane assist, speed warning, travel assist, adaptive cruise control and speed limiter, and use the roller to select and click to turn off and back on. Travel assist, adaptive cruise control and speed limiter work in conjunction with the lever just here. And you press the set button to set the speed. You'll see currently set to 35 there. If you press up, it will go in 1 mile an hour increments. Press up all the way and it will move 5 miles an hour at the time. You can cancel and resume. And you can also change the distance between you and the vehicle in front by using the plus and minus rocker on the side. To use the gear selector, foot on the brake and twist forwards to put into drive mode. Twist it forwards again to put it into sport, and you can twist forwards for drive again. Pull it all the way back for reverse, and then press P on the side to put it into park. If you put it into neutral, you will see rollaway protection is active. This will prevent the vehicle from rolling away. If you're being towed by a breakdown recovery van, you'll need to turn the rollaway protection off. On the left-hand side of your steering wheel, you'll find your media controls. You can skip between music channels and radio stations using the arrow buttons. Volume, you can scroll up and scroll down, and you can click to mute. And then you have Laura, your onboard voice assistant. Click there to activate that. More about Laura a little bit later on. You also have your indicators where you have your convenience turn signal, which will flash 3 times, or push it all the way for your good until cancelled. Pull the headlights towards you to flash your high beam. Push it away from you and it will either turn on your matrix lights, which will adapt the high beam automatically for oncoming traffic, or it will turn your high beam on if you have the standard LED lights. You have your rear windscreen wiper, one click, and then push it all the way to squirt the rear window. You then have your automatic windscreen wipers. First click is for low speed automatic, and then high speed automatic, and then just standard low speed and high speed. And push the button on the side to activate the front windscreen wiper. Coming up to the top of the car, you've got your glasses storage compartment. Press the button to pop that open. You then have the SOS button, which is hidden beneath this tab here. If you press the red SOS button, the car will dial 999 for you. And the car has its own inbuilt SIM card and then its own microphone and speakers that we use to connect you to the emergency services. So only press that in the event of an emergency. Your interior lights are touch activated, and you can turn both on and off here and have it so that the lights don't turn on when you open the doors there. Whether your passenger airbag is on or not, there's a warning there. If you press the I, that's for infotainment. If you have any questions about the infotainment screen, you can press the I button and the car will call the Skoda help desk for you. And then the spanner button is a breakdown call button for Skoda Assist. Underneath the infotainment screen, you'll see you can lock and unlock the doors, and then your hazard lights are here. And then you have your smart dials. Got a couple of shortcuts here. If you press this button, it will put the blowers on full power on the windscreen for you to demist. Your rear window demister is there as well. You can make the fan speed automatic, where it will blow harder to achieve a temperature and then slow down to maintain it. You can always use this to then put it back into manual. And your recirc function is there. Passenger side and driver side temperature, just twist to adjust the temperature. If you press and hold the driver's side one, it will synchronize the passenger side one to move at the same time. And the passenger can at any time take over control of the passenger side. If you click, it will go to your heated seats, and then you can turn it up to low, medium, or high temperature. Middle dial is customizable. Press and hold, and it will enter the edit mode. And you can see that we've currently got air volume, volume, and driving profile selected. You can also put air direction on there, smart climate, and map zoom. And you can select up to 4 different options. And to switch between the options, currently on air volume, click to go to air direction, and then driving profile, and back to air volume, and then just twist to select, and you'll see it comes up on the screen as well as a handy guide to make it a bit easier to see. Underneath your smart dials, you'll see 2 USB-C ports at the back there for charging and for data transfer. If you slide this compartment open, see you've got your wireless phone charging pads, and then under this one you'll see you've got a handy wiper for your screen. Got your cup holders here. This does slide back so you can have extra cups, and there is a key symbol just there. If you find your key battery is running a bit low and when you're pressing the start button it's not picking up the key, pop your key there. That's the best place for it. You'll then see your armrest here. That's extendable and also works on a ratchet system, so you can have different heights. If you're finding this video helpful, please don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button as well for further updates. And pop a comment in the section below to let me know what video you would like to see next. Moving on to the infotainment screen, you can press and hold for a second to turn it off. Whenever you see these dots at the bottom here, it means that you can swipe between different screens. Press and hold the power button for a second to turn back on. At the bottom left, you have access to your apps and LoRa. Laura is your onboard voice assistant, a bit like Alexa or Siri. If you click activation, you can activate Laura with voice control by saying this phrase here. Okay, Laura. I'm too cold.
No problem. It will get warmer at the front right shortly.
And there's many different things you can do. You can set your own activation word there. If you go into tips, it will show you all the different things you can do from your basic functions, how to use the voice control, to how to do navigation, make phone calls, change your radio and media, air conditioning, background lighting, driving profile setting, and vehicle functions. So it's well worth having a look through this menu to learn all the different things you can do with your voice. Next one on here is your music. And you've got radio and now playing, and then media from your Bluetooth, or if you plug a USB in. If you click radio, you can then search for any of the different radio stations, or of course use Laura to choose one. Now playing shows what's happening on the radio at the moment, and then if you click favorite, you can add that as a favorite by clicking and holding in the square there, and then you'll keep getting another plus button to add more and more radio stations to add as favorites. Next button on the bottom is your phone, and you'll select My Skoda and then the 4 digits that show on your car using your phone's Bluetooth search function. Follow the instructions on your phone and the car screen to connect. If you have your Wi-Fi turned on and either Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on your phone, it will then prompt you to connect via Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Once you've connected via Android or Apple, you'll be able to access all of your phone's apps through here. So things like your maps, your phone calls and contacts, and podcasts, things like that. Then have a sat nav here. Click there to bring up your sat nav on the screen. Got the search function up here, map orientation, and settings. If you click the climate control button, it does pull up your climate control on here, and you can adjust things on here if you prefer to do it on the touchscreen. And then the bottom right button is your home screen. Press that, comes up with your maps. If you press it again, it then shows extra bits on there as well. If you want to edit your home screen, press and hold, and that will enter edit mode. And then you can change what is in each square to the things that you want to see on there. Click finish when done, and it will save it for you. At the top of the screen, you click this one to enter your privacy settings and services. If you get any notifications, they'll come up on there with a little message symbol and a red dot. You can adjust your volume here if you wish. Then have your clock, and you can adjust whether it's manual or automatic, daylight savings time, and which time zone you're in. You then have 5 hotkeys here, followed by the vehicle settings menu. The hotkeys can be customized by pressing and holding on there, and then you can adjust which 5 keys you want up there. You can have a shortcut to lane assist, so you can turn that off nice and easily, or your assist systems we've got there already. Interior monitoring for your alarm, change the background lighting, E-mode if you've got the plug-in hybrid, etc. And just press finish once you're done customizing those. You can then go into vehicle settings, and we have vehicle on the top left. It's by far the biggest menu, and there's a lot of customization in here. 4 dots at the bottom, so we can swipe across to other menus. Under mirrors, you've got synchronize adjustment, which means if you adjust the right mirror, it will adjust the left mirror by the same amount. If you adjust the left mirror, it will only adjust the left mirror. Lower in reverse gear, if you leave your mirror controls pointing to L on the door, and you put the car in reverse, it will automatically dip the left mirror for you to give you a better view of the curb. And the mirrors will fold in automatically when locking. Your headlights, depending on whether you have the LED or the matrix lights, will show different things on here. All of your light settings are in here, including driving on the left. You can switch that to driving on the right if you go to the continent. Comfort light, you've got your light animation. You can have it so that the car displays the lights as you come towards it. And then you have your coming home and leaving home function. This is how long your headlights will stay on full when unlocking the car and leaving the car. Under tyres, you can set the tyre pressure sensor in the tyres. So if you've pumped your tyres up, you'll need to press that to reset the sensors. You can also set a speed warning if you put winter tyres on, for example. Swipe across and we have the brakes. If you put the car into neutral, it will ask you if you want to deactivate rollaway protection. And this will always be asked unless you turn it off there. ESC system, that's your electronic stability control or traction control. You can turn that off. You've also got auto hold on the handbrake. On the third menu, you'll see your windows. Convenience opening set to all windows. You can have it set to just the driver's window if you like. And your opening and closing. With the keyless entry on this car, you can have the vehicle lock when you walk away or unlock when it's approached, or turn the keyless entry off completely. If you do have the lock when walking away active, you can have an acoustic warning if it fails to lock. For example, someone's left a door slightly open. Door unlocking can be set so that a single click on the unlock button or putting your hand behind the handle just unlocks one door, the vehicle side, or all the doors. And your interior monitoring is your alarm. On the fourth page, you'll see your wipers. They'll wipe automatically in the rain, provided you've set it to one of those two auto positions on the indicator stalk. Put the car in reverse and the car has detected rain. It'll put the rear wiper on for you. And you can put the wipers in the service position either there or here to change the wiper blades. Unique to the plug-in hybrid is the recuperation, which you can set to either automatic, low or high. And that's how much it will automatically slow down to regenerate as much power into that battery as possible. Coming down on the right, you've then got status, where you can see your service, tyres and oil level. Driving data for your SIN start, long term and since refueling. And then for the plug-in hybrid, you've got your e-display, where it shows you electric range, 44 miles currently on this one, potential of an extra mile if I turn the air conditioning off. And energy flow shows the screen where it shows where it's either draining from the battery or using the engine. Back into the vehicle settings, and then you'll see your assist systems. I've set this up as a hotkey on the top. You can have it through here as well. A lane assist activates when you hit around 37 miles an hour and deactivates when you drop below around 34, and it will steer you away from the curb or the white lines if you're not indicating to cross over. You can have steering wheel vibration on or off. If you want to turn the lane assist off, it's as simple as a click on there. Your speed warning can be customized. It is active every time you get in the car, like your lane assist, all the assist systems will be. You can have the speed warning as a display or display and sound. And the warning threshold can be set at the speed limit, 3 miles an hour over or 5 miles an hour over. You can also have the car give you a little chime when you go from one speed zone into another. Your attention monitor and drowsiness monitor, you can adjust the sensitivity in here and here. Front assist, your emergency braking, is active. If you do swerve to avoid a vehicle, it will give you support, and it will also give you support if there's an oncoming vehicle, if you swerve into oncoming traffic. Front cross traffic assist, if you're turning right, so turning across traffic, then it will alert you and activate the brakes if there is an oncoming vehicle that you have not seen. Your adaptive cruise control can be set so that it responds to the speed limit and also whether it responds to the road layout as well. And then speed limiter again can be set so that it reacts to the speed limit. Eco Assist for the hybrids is active. If you're not using your feet on the pedals and you're coming towards a roundabout or a junction where you need to slow down and stop, the car will automatically start using that function for you. And your side assist, your lane change system or blind spot detection is active, and you can adjust the brightness on the mirrors using the plus and minus buttons there. Back into the vehicle menu, and then we've got parking. You can see you've got your front and rear sensors there and your reversing camera. If you're like me, go to a drive-through and pick up a coffee in the mornings, you're waiting at the window and your sensors are picking up the wall next to you and beeping, you can press that to turn it off, which is why I have it as a hotkey up there. You can also have a wide-angle camera for pulling out of tight spaces. Back into the vehicle settings, and you've got charging for the plug-in hybrid. It's recommended that you charge to 80% for the majority of your driving. Of course, if you know you're going to be using all the battery the following day, absolutely slide it up to charge to 100%. Smart dials does the same as pressing and holding the middle smart dial. Users, this is where you'll go to set up the My Skoda app. If you download My Skoda from your app store, My Skoda, all one word, then you can set yourself up with a profile, and this will give you remote access to your vehicle. Driving profile, we covered briefly with the smart dials, but you can see you've got Eco, Comfort, Normal, Sport and Individual. If you go to the I button, it will tell you what each mode does, and then under Individual you can adjust things like your Sport chassis control if you have it on the Sport line to make it harder, softer or normal, and change the steering, drive, adaptive cruise control, light assist and air conditioning. If you click hybrid, and again I've put this one as a shortcut on here, if you're driving a plug-in hybrid, it will start in E mode using just electric mode only. If you want to go to hybrid, click there and it will automatically change between the electric motor and the petrol motor, depending on what is most efficient at the time and also depending on your driving profile. And you can have your recuperation set to automatic, high or low, and charging control automatic or manual. Background lighting you can customize either by clicking some of the presets. You've got Skoda as a green, Winter which is an icy blue, Summer as a nice bright orange, etc. Or you can go to individual and change the colours there, and you can adjust the brightness in here. Stationary air conditioning, one of the best things about the plug-in hybrid in my opinion. You can set the temperature here and then go to departure and set when you want your car to be ready for you. So no more scraping the ice off in the mornings or getting into a cold car or a too hot car in the summer. Swipe across and then we've got your sound menu for your equalizer settings. Under settings, you've got first of all your screen settings, so you can have different backgrounds. If you turn the infotainment off, you can have a blank screen or show the clock. You go to connection, you can see your Wi-Fi and mobile devices and data connection where you can customize those. And then you have information about the system and copyright, and the configuration wizard tucked away in there as well to help you get everything set up on the car. Back into settings, you'll see your time and date, language, units, voice assistant. Here you can turn off the activation word and change the voice from male to female as well. Whether you want to wirelessly charge phones in the first and second slots, and we store factory settings in there, and a mobile phone reminder sound on or off. Got tips and help in there, works like an onboard manual where it can give you various tips and help on how to use the vehicle and the infotainment, legal information. Once you've set yourself up with the My Skoda app, you'll be able to access the shop where you can purchase additional packs for your car as well. Service campaigns come through on here, special offers on here, and then your app updates. Any app updates should be coming through over the air while your ignition is on, while you're driving, and then you'll need to press the install button to install them. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do have any questions, pop them in the comments box below and I'll do my best to answer any that come through. If you have any friends who have got a Skoda or are looking at one, send the link to them, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.